Hello, hello, and welcome back. My name is Svetozar. That's another class of the English. It's Amilingo. So this evening we're gonna be reviewing some grammar stuff. Present perfect continuous, the second part. Long ago we started doing that, and then there were some delays and well, a mixture of classes and so on and so forth. So this class we're gonna fix the material once and forever, I hope. And so we'll do some exercises and some tests online that will help you to understand finally the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous. So that is the plan for this class. If you have some time, if you don't have another fish to fry, please do join the class and have some fun. And moreover, you'll be able to practice your speaking skills, and that's it. So waiting for you guys. As soon as you're here, let me know. See you later. Okay, Mihail, hello to you. And here is another student. Moreover, you'll be able to practice. Hello, hello, hello. Your speaking skills. Well, someone is opening another tab and I can hear echo again. Let me know. See you later. Who's that? I don't remember the students. Bandalak. Who's Bandalak? Sounds fine, funny. Mihail, who's Bandalak? I don't know Bandalak. Do you know Bandalak?
You know Vitaly.
Sorry?
Vitaly Bandalak.
Vitaly Bandalak. Who's that?
It's new student.
A new student.
The person which was absent maybe 2 months.
Quite a while. For quite a while. Okay. Well, so Monsieur Bandalak or Mr. Bandalak, where have you been?
I didn't have time to be able to participate in your lesson because my work is a little changed, and I sometimes go to another city, and I thought that I will have the Wi-Fi connection there and I can be participate, but I couldn't do it.
I thought I could. I thought I would. Not I thought I will. Yeah. I thought I would have my Wi-Fi connection and so on. Well, okay, lame excuses, different stuff, reasons, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Anyways, I'm glad to see you back, Vitaly Bandalak. So, shall I call you Bandalak or Vitaly? I like Bandalak.
Vitaly, of course. I don't know why I'm Bandalak now. I was in Vitaly.
I don't know. Who knows? Well, I will call it the way I can see. So here is Mikhail and Bandalak. So and Bandalak. Hello to you. So, how was your day, Mikhail?
As usual, good as usual.
As usual. Okay, so I will call you as usual, because it's actually the answer you give me the most. So, Mr. As usual. Still, will you tell me something interesting or something not interesting, Mr. As usual?
Something not interesting. Okay. On the lesson before that, we have we're talking about the translation via the Skype. You know,
Sorry?
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Not do you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you said the previous lesson we are talking. What is that?
Can you hear me?
With Vitaly and Alexander.
We have been talking about, or we talked or something not interesting. Mr. You, as usual. Echo sign. Close the taps.
On the lesson before that.
Dmitry. Okay.
Dmitry. Okay, Mikhail has just off the microphone, but okay. So, Mikhail, go on. The lesson before we have I don't know, we have been discussing. What have we been discussing?
One second. We're discussing the translation, automatic translation via the Skype. You know, yesterday they public the announce which was writing which was right about the automatic translation tools for Skype. If I talk Russian and I speak Russian and you speak English, the program is automatic write the subtitles in the different languages.
Which program?
Skype.
Skype?
Uh-huh.
It's a new option?
It's like a special tool, so it just preview for I don't know, Windows.
If you talk with a voice in English, it will type itself? What do you mean?
Yeah, yes, not they. This program are how to say it? It's like understand what you say and translate it in real time.
Well, I haven't used it yet. Have you tried it?
I see it with the German and English language on one conference in months ago.
Does it really work well? Does it really work?
It's really work and
it works. It does work.
It does work. Why does?
It really works. Well, and the quality of the translation, is it good?
For the simple maybe sentence, it's very good.
Okay, I see. Well, I haven't known about that. Well, that's it. Thank you for the piece of news. And you say as usual, as usual. Okay, yeah, there is the cat. Alexander, hello to you. And you are admiring the cats. So we have, by the way, do you know a new student? We have a new student. His name is Bandalak. Have you met him before, Alexander?
Yes, I know the student. We learned English with him before this lesson.
Okay. Do you know where he comes from? He's got a very interesting name, I would say. Where does he come from? Sounds like, I don't know. What country does he come from? Because he doesn't want to share with me. He just invents a lot of stories. Trying to explain why he was absent before. So, Alexander, where does Bandala come from?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, so he didn't share with you either. I see. So let's ask another student. Dmitry, hello to you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Well, I guess I haven't met you before either. So where do you come from, Dmitry? From Ukraine, from Russia, from Belarus, from, I don't know, other countries?
From Russia.
Okay, good. And which city do you come from?
From Chelyabinsk, our city, bomb meteorite, previous year, in February,
yeah, a lot of news was in the all newspapers about this situation.
Okay, I see.
Now that памятник метеориту.
There is a monument. There is a monument to a meteorite. A monument to the meteorite. Yeah?
Meteorite, okay.
Okay, I see. Well, and do you study? Do you work, Dmitry?
I'm work software developer.
I see. Okay, good. And what about English? Well, how long have you been learning English?
Learning English from school.
I've been learning English from school. Yeah? So say please, I've been learning English from school. I have been learning.
I have been learning from school.
I see. Okay. Well, what is your biggest hobby, Dmitry?
My hobby is play chess,
Cool.
rain.
Crane?
No. Век, по-моему, rain. Rain, дождь.
Rain. Well, why not? Train to win.
I'm hobby and skating on ice.
Speaking to mice.
On ice. Skating on ice.
Oh, I can hear speaking to mice.
No, skating on ice.
Okay. Well, my hobby is praying, speaking to mice. Very interesting hobbies you've got. I see. Okay. Do you know anything about a mysterious creature whose name is Bandalak? Dmitry. Do you have any idea about the origin of this creature who has joined our class? No?
We've never met with him. Just before it was lesson, and I met him.
But like, it's really impolite, you know, to interrupt
Sorry.
other people.
Sorry.
Okay, well, Dmitry, nice to meet you. Hope to be useful for you in the process of learning English. And let's hello to Rizhik. Rizhik, hello to you. Speaking to mice.
I'm not Rizhik, I'm Julia.
I see, okay. Do you know anything about the mysterious creature whose name is Bandalak? Yes? That's it. In fact, he has just written in Russian. Breaking the golden rule, no Russian. But here, I guess it's really good, because it's really annoying these echo sounds all the time. Okay, I hope that Rizhik will help Julia to close all the tabs she doesn't need, and we will hear her. So, hello, Julia.
It's okay now.
Great. So, how are you?
I'm fine.
And how are you, Rizhik?
Rizhik, fine too. Today I have some American people who came to my village from America.
So, really?
Yes.
You have some
yes, it's one girl from America. She lives in America for 15 years. And when she listens you, she speaks me. You speak English very well.
Oh, thank you. Very, very nice of her.
And told me I need to choice like you, like professor. Yes. Because I'm.
Well, is she there just by your side?
Sorry.
Is she sitting just by your side, close to you?
Yes. I don't understand. Sorry.
Okay. Well, can she speak a little bit?
Yes, I speak
words?
with her. I speak with her a little bit English. Yes.
Okay, but is she now with you?
No, she go to Moscow now.
Ah, okay. She's not anymore with you. Okay, so she went to Moscow. I see. Okay. Good. Thanks for sharing. Okay, guys. So today is another grammar class, present perfect continuous. Long ago we had the first part, but since a lot of students were missing, well, we postponed the second part of present perfect continuous for later, since now there is a shortage of classes at Amilingo because of some bandalaks and others who miss classes. Okay, anyway, well, I'm kidding you. Don't take it too serious. Just in chance you can take it seriously. So what we're gonna do first? First, we will have a kind of a warm-up activity, and the task of yours will be to talk for some time. Well, there are how many students? 5 students. So 5 students, and so everyone will have a possibility to practice a little bit their speaking skills. I will show you the kind of a picture, and your task will be to talk. Just a second, let me show you, not to explain too long. One moment, please. Well, describe example. Yep, that's it. So actually, we did it before, but the scheme was a little bit different. Today I decided to give you a kind of example. Perhaps that will help you to talk better. So as you can see, here are, well, on the left, there is a picture of a watch. And on the right, there is a picture of something else. You'll tell me what. So your task will be to describe the second picture. To describe in such a way that so you will have to imagine that you are the owner of the object you can see in the picture. So here I am the owner of the watch, for example. So I have prepared for you kind of an example how you can make up a story. Your task is to use some grammar structures that you know already, some vocabulary, perhaps some idiomatic expressions, so everything that will help you to make up an interesting, exciting story. No mistakes, please. At least try to control your grammar and especially word order in the English sentence, because sometimes it's a catastrophe. So please be careful and mind your grammar and word order in the sentence. So first, let me read for you a story that I prepared like an example. So look at this picture. It's my... Okay, I will just get it big a little bit. Look at this picture. It's my watch. I've had it for 3 years. I bought it when I was on my vacation in Switzerland. It was a lovely day. I remember it was raining cats and dogs and I didn't have an umbrella with me. So not to get soaked to the bone, I dropped into a store and all of a sudden I noticed a wonderful watch in the shop window. The price was just next to impossible. It cost only $150, though I was sure it was of good quality because I knew that the store, it was a brand one. Well, I was on cloud 7. I had dreamt to have a similar watch for ages. As soon as I had it, it stopped raining and happy as I was, I came back to the hotel. It was a real bargain. My watch is white and gold and is very solid and waterproof. Moreover, it's absolutely lovely and it suits all my clothes. I use it quite often. To be honest, every day. It's a practical thing and since I'm a punctual person, I like to be always on time, so it serves me well indeed. I usually keep it on my bedside table next to the lamp that I got as a present from my friends in France. However, I sometimes put it in a drawer since I've got 2 cats and they make a lot of mess quite often. Every time when my friends see the watch, they can't hide their admiration. It really looks exquisite. The only disadvantage of the watch is that since it's white, I need to clean it with some special spray quite often, but it doesn't bother me that much, because I do like beautiful things. Well, it's a kind of a story that you can make up as well, describing, well, another picture. As you can see, I put in yellow some idiomatic expressions like it was raining cats and dogs, to get soaked to the bone, to get absolutely wet. All of a sudden, another expression so we can use like suddenly or all of a sudden. Next to impossible, another way to say really impossible. I was on cloud 7 means I was really happy for ages, for a long time. As soon as, I guess you know, it was a real bargain, so it means that I didn't spend much money and I got a very good product, a very good and very good goods, a very good thing. And words that you can see in blue, so these are words that you can also use like key words for your story. Like I've had it, I remember, my something is, it's very, moreover, I use it, I usually keep it, however, every time when I'm friends, it really looks, and so on and so forth. So this is an example to help you to make up your story. Do you have any questions? Hello? Say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have some questions. Who's got some question?
Yeah, I.
Bandalak, okay, I'm all ears.
What is the picture? You choose picture. I mean, our things, or is our choice?
Yes, I choose the picture, and your task is to make up a kind of a story.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, here is Valeri. I haven't seen you for a while. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Svetozar.
Okay, nice to see you again. How are things with you, Valeri?
Well, things are great. I'm on my holiday.
Lucky you are. And so, how are you spending your holiday?
Well, staying at home.
And watching films in English?
Yes, watching films on ororo.tv.
Great. Okay. And so, do you go out? Do you go out to see your friends?
Yes, my parents came to Moscow, and we go for a walk to the nearest park together with my wife, my son, my parents. So it's a kind of a family reunion.
Very good. So you have the possibility to have some rest. And how long have you been on vacation?
I'm going back to work on Monday next week.
Okay. So you still have some days to I don't know, to procrastinate a little bit. Okay,
Yes.
have real rest. Good. Okay, Valery, welcome back. So I've been explaining here what we are gonna do that now. I don't know when you join the class.
I've caught the idea.
Okay, so the task is just to imagine a kind of a story, to imagine that you are the owner of the object you can see in the picture. And so the task is to try to use some interesting structures, vocabulary, idiomatic expressions, if you can remember of any, and so on and so forth. So we'll do that in the following way. Since there are 6 students, well, every student will give 3 sentences, and there will be, let's say, perhaps 2 or 3 circles. Okay? So, Alexander, you will start. You will give 3 sentences. Then Bandalak will go on, and so on and so forth. So every student, but imagine that you are like one person. Don't repeat the same ideas. Listen carefully to what others say, and so try to make up a common story. Okay? So that's the idea. Do you have any questions before we start? Dmitry, is it clear? Dmitry?
Yeah.
Is that clear? Do you understand what we're gonna do now?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get started. Alexander, you are to start. Okay, so you can see or something in the picture on the right, and so please do your best.
I've heard it.
Sorry for interrupting. So first you say, look at this picture. It's my.
Okay. Look at this picture. It's my pillow. I've had it for 2 years. I bought it when I was buying my bed.
Okay, so 3 sentences, and then another student go on.
It is from Norway, and it comes from it came from my parents. It was a present, and when I'm sleeping, I feel that I feel comfortable.
Okay, thank you. Let's go on. Mikhail? Are you with us? Mikhail is hiding, avoiding.
No, I'm not with you. I'm a little bit busy. Okay?
Okay.
Just
No problems. Okay, good. So, Valeri, your turn.
And so, one question: we should use the vocabulary, which is in blue and yellow.
Not obligatory, just it
Okay.
can help you if you wish, but it's not a must.
So I remember the day when I bought this wonderful pillow, which is the best thing I've got at home. It was raining cats and dogs, but I felt like walking in the rain, and taking time to think over about my work and my relationship. So I was soaked to the bone when I found myself in a street market, in a street bazaar, and I had some money with me, so I decided to buy something cozy, soft, which would cheer up myself.
Okay, thanks a lot, Sveti. Dmitry, will you please continue? Yeah, just a second. Let me. I'll try to make it here to put it a little bit. So will you please continue, Dmitry?
Так. Получается. Так. My
Pillow?
My cushion is
Cushion, okay.
black and yellow. It is very very small. Moreover, it is absolutely
Disgusting. Is absolutely?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely lovely and
Absolutely lovely. Okay.
And it suits all my bed.
Okay, thank you, Dmitry. Julia, will you please go on?
I'm ready. Look at this picture. It's my.
Sorry, Julia. Don't forget that you have to continue, not from the very beginning. We are all one person, and you have to continue.
Okay. It's Valery spoke about this pillow.
Dmitry was the last person who said a few sentences.
Okay.
Have you been following the story?
No, because I wanted my story. And,
okay, you didn't listen in the beginning. I said that we are just like one person, so don't repeat the same ideas and listen carefully to each other. Okay, so will you please go? So Dmitry has just said that it is absolutely lovely and it suits all his, he said, beds, furniture, something like that. So all his pieces of furniture.
Okay, okay. I have announced. I continue.
Okay, go on.
One day, I had this pillow, and I've gave to another person as a gift. Voilà.
3 sentences, Julia.
It's not sentence. Okay.
It's just one.
After when I come back at home, I am cry about this pillow because I'm really understood that this pillow very share me, and so I back to this person and I ask for return me this pillow, and this person give me back, and so I was very happy and back at home with my pillow.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so one more circle. Okay, let it be 2 circles. So Alexander, will you please continue?
I use it quite often, to be honest, every night.
Honest.
To be To be honest,
Honest, because it sounds a little bit different the way you say. Honest.
to be honest, every night. Who's laughing? Okay. When I sleep at night and nightmare come to me in my in my dream, I wake up and turn on my light and watch these terrible things which drawn in my pillow, and I understand that my dream is not so terrible and my nightmare too.
Okay, thank you, Alexander. Very inventive, I would say. Thanks. Bandalak?
So considering the fact that I returned my favorite pillow, I understood that I will never give it to anyone anymore. And I tried to when my friends come to me, like visitors, and they stay at night. I will never give this pillow because I am afraid of that somebody steal it, and because I had experience before that someone can steal or someone can that I can give someone, and I felt very bad.
Okay, thank you, Bandalak. Okay, so Valeri, will you please continue?
Coming back to nightmares, those nightmares continued, and it was strange because before I had given my pillow to my friend, I had never experienced any nightmares. So I went back to my friend and consulted with her on the matter. It turned out that her house was haunted, and so I called the priest who investigated the case, and he said that there was a evil spirit inside the cushion, which made different nightmares, and so I had to give this pillow to the church for a few days to be sacred, to do exorcism over the pillow.
That is Thriller Lover talking. Okay, thank you, Valeri, very much. Dmitry, will you please continue? Go on, Dmitry.
Yeah. My pillow made from 1 kilograms puch and 1 kilograms brilliant and 1 kilograms gold.
Sorry, 1 kilogram of
it is
yes.
Yes, and every time when my friends see the pillow, they cannot hide their admiration.
Okay, thank you, Dmitry. Well, Julia, you are to finish the story.
Okay, finished. After after all this is movies with these pillows, these pillows was sick, and after 3 days it is dead. So I have prepared a very big funeral for my pillows. It was a very great funeral. This history of the funeral pillows. That's all.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, thanks everyone. Thank you for inventing for some interesting ideas and so on and so forth. However, I put some. I actually took some notes, and I would like to comment on them a little bit. So, the other day, just a second. What's this? It's from Norway. It came from blah blah blah. Okay. So the other day So the other day I've gave it to some friends and so on. So if you use the other day, you are supposed to use past tense. So the other day I gave it to one of my friends or to a friend of mine. I don't remember whose sentence it was. So the other day I gave it to a friend of mine, and I guess that it was Julia. So when I came back, I cried about this. So when I came back home, I burst out in tears, or I can say I was crying. I missed my pillow, so I went back. I went to my friend to get my pillow back. That's it. So the first point. Then. When a nightmare came to my dream, so Alexander, your sentence. Well, theoretically it is possible to say a nightmare, like a personalization, you know, but still nightmare, when a nightmare came to my dream. So when I went to bed and I saw a nightmare, or when I was having a nightmare, I woke up and then I looked at my pillow, and once I had looked at it and saw it was terrible, I understood that my nightmare hadn't been that terrible as my pillow was. So still, you cannot say when a nightmare came to my dream. Yeah. So when I was seeing a nightmare, when I was having a nightmare, and then I woke up. Okay. So a nightmare doesn't come to your dream. Nightmare is a kind of a dream, but it's a terrible dream. So when they came, I returned. When they came, I'm afraid that. So that was Bandalak sentence. I'm afraid when they came. So I'm afraid that somebody steal it. I'm afraid that someone could steal it or can steal it, or I was afraid that someone would steal it. So when they come to me, you're talking about friends. So if or when my friends come to me, I won't give them my pillow because I'm afraid they can steal it. Okay. So that's it. I'm afraid they anyway. So I'm afraid they can steal, or they could steal. I don't remember which tense you used. So if it is present for future, so I'm afraid when they come, I won't give them my pillow because I have experienced a kind of a stealing of the pillow. So and my pillow is made of 1 kilogram of brilliance, was say with a sentence. Brilliance, if I'm not mistaken, yeah? Or something like that, Dmitry, your sentence. So 1 kilogram, not kilograms, because it's 1 kilogram of brilliant. After all these movies, this pillow was sick. So after all these movies, the pillow got sick, and finally it died. So I organized a kind of a funeral for it. It was a great and marvelous funeral. Okay, so the story turned to be a little bit messed up, but still, thank you for your efforts. There were some interesting ideas, and I did like them. So all these ideas on the left, so just try to remember, try to use. So we will try to practice this activity more. And so doesn't mean you have to use all those sentences I put in yellow or blue. it can help you. And it's actually talking about idiomatic expressions. You can use others if they suit to the story. So that'll do with this task. Now we'll come back to our topic, so grammar. Now we will do a kind of a test online. I will show you my screen, and we will practice using present perfect and present continuous. Present perfect and present perfect continuous. Before while I'm looking for the link, will you please tell me the difference? What is the difference between two tenses? Alexander, will you please explain?
Between
present perfect and present perfect continuous.
Okay. Present perfect continuous. It's time. It's action which.
So we use present perfect.
We use present perfect when we have a result of action.
Okay, so the key word is result. And what is the word for present perfect continuous?
We use present perfect continuous when we speak about action which started in the past and go on.
And is still going on.
Yes.
There is a kind of a connection, okay? So the action started in the past, and there can be a connection with the present moment. So the action can be still on, or it can just has stopped. So now I will, okay, thank you, Alexander, that's right. So the key word is result for present perfect, and the period of time or duration of the action for present perfect continuous. So now I will show you my screen, and we'll try to do some exercises to see how you understand those tenses. Can you see the screen of mine?
Yes. Oh, no.
Okay. So here we have two tables, present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. So the task is really easy, the first one. The task is just to choose or to divide all the sentences into two parts. So the first one is present perfect, and the second present perfect continuous. So let's have a look at the first. So let's read the sentence, and then we'll comment on it. So Dmitry, will you please start?
Have they been waiting since 10 o'clock? Present perfect continuous.
So have they been waiting since 10 o'clock? So present perfect continuous. Why do you consider it as present perfect continuous? I'm not talking about the structure, okay? So the structure can help you to understand that it's present perfect continuous. But why do we use present perfect continuous in this very sentence?
Exist, been, and
what is the key word? The result or the action?
Result, action.
Sorry, both? So it can be either result or action. So which keyword is well, can suit this sentence? Is it about the result? Do we make an emphasis on the result, or do we make an emphasis on the action itself?
Result.
Well, it is about.
I understand.
You don't understand. Okay, so who can explain me what is the keyword here? A result or the action? What do we make an emphasis on?
Since it's a keyword.
Well, a keyword, okay, you have to, I'm not talking about the structure, I'm talking about the sense of the sentence.
I mean when they,
of the sentence.
I understand. So in the past, they started to wait for someone, yes, and it's happening. It's now in the present, and they are waiting. They are waiting. Yet. So,
Just a second. So what I want you to tell me is just one word: result or action.
Action.
It is
Action.
about action, so waiting.
Ah.
They have been waiting since 10 o'clock. So there is present perfect continuous. Anyways, next sentence. Validi?
Have you had a cup of coffee yet? So that's present perfect simple.
And will you please comment on it? So what is the idea of here? What do we make an emphasis on here?
The emphasis on the result, on
What kind of result?
on completeness of an action. So the person who asks this question is interested if another person has had a cup of coffee or not.
Okay, that's right. Good, so there is the result. And by the way, when can we use, can we use in this question already instead of yet, Mary?
Why not?
When can we use?
So already.
Have you had a cup of coffee already, or have you had a cup of coffee yet?
Yeah, actually, I think that we can use already in a question. But there is a slight difference in the meaning.
And what is the slight difference?
Well, that's hard to explain.
Well, actually, according to English grammar, it is right to use yet in questions and negative sentences. But if the person who is asking the question knows for sure that the answer will be yes, in this case, the person can use already at the end of their question. So if a person asks such a question like, have you had a cup of coffee already? It means that he's a kind of a surprised. So he approaches the table and he can see, the person can see that the person has already drunk all the coffee.
Yeah.
Have you had a cup of
so
coffee?
that's a rhetorical question.
Exactly, that's right. So already can be used in the question, but it's a kind of a rhetorical question. That's it. Thank you. So let's move on. Next sentence. Alexander, please.
He hasn't heard of him.
Yes.
Present perfect simple.
Present perfect simple. Okay. So what are we talking here about? About the result or about the action?
About result.
What kind of result?
How
do you understand that in this very sentence?
He hasn't heard of him. About that, he don't know.
Doesn't know.
He doesn't know him.
Okay, he doesn't know anything about him. Yeah.
Yes.
So the result is that he doesn't know anything about him, so he cannot tell you anything about that man or that boy. Okay, so present perfect simple. Let's move on. Next sentence. I forgot your name. Bandalak. Okay.
She hasn't. Yeah, Vitaly.
Oh, he's not.
She hasn't been going to class recently. It's of course present perfect continuous. It's action.
There is going. So we're making an emphasis on the action. Okay. Well, next sentence, Julia.
I've been watching him. It's present perfect continuous.
Okay, and what is it about? Is it about a result or is it about action?
It's about a result.
Really? I even dropped my pen on the table. So
watching. Okay, action.
Well, will you please explain? Well, first you said it's about the results. Then you changed your mind and said it's about action. So I want you to explain it. Will you please?
But watching it's no realize result because watching is not action. It's
Sorry, I haven't caught you. Will you please repeat?
I don't know why.
Who can explain?
Well, here it's this sentence means that someone started watching him some time ago,
And
he's still watching him, and maybe will be watching in the future.
right, so has been watching. It started in the past.
Yes.
Perhaps watching, and maybe will watch more and further. So that is about to watch the action. Okay, Julia,
Okay.
is it clear? Okay, thank you, Valerie, for explanation. So present perfect continuous. Next sentence. Well, who? Oh, Dmitry.
We have not found a good supplier yet. It is present perfect simple.
What is the idea of the sentence?
It is resultant.
That's right, so we haven't found. We have been looking for, but we haven't found. It's a kind of a negative result. We haven't found. Perhaps we will look for further, but for now, we haven't found. It's a result for this very moment. Okay, next one. So, Alexander.
Next, they have been there several times. Present perfect simple.
And explanation, please.
Emphasis on result.
Yeah, what kind of result can we talk about in this very sentence?
Quantity of
their visits, so the number of visits.
Yes.
Okay, so and what is the result? So they can share their impressions about the place they visited, yeah? So they have some personal opinion about that place. So they have been there several times and they can share their impressions. Okay, we can talk about actually different kind of results here. Good. So next sentence, Valery?
We haven't been looking. That's present perfect continuous.
And
so the idea of the sentence is that they haven't been looking. I don't know how to explain it.
So what do we make an emphasis on? Well, here.
So the emphasis on duration, on longevity, or on action itself.
That's right, it's duration of the activity. Good. So looking, we have been looking. Here we are not talking about any results. We have been looking, but haven't found. Well, actually, we don't even talk about if we have found anything or not. So we have been just looking. Okay, present perfect continuous. Next sentence, Julia, please. Julia?
I haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet. It's a present perfect sample.
Simple.
But I don't know. Maybe it's results.
That's right. It is result. I haven't done it. Like where a sentence about well, where is it? We haven't found a good supplier. I haven't done it yet. So the same idea. Okay, in the last sentence. Well, whose turn is it now? Dmitry.
Have you been drinking? I can smell alcohol.
I've been drinking. I can smell alcohol. Who has been drinking here?
Present perfect continuous.
Okay. And we are talking here in this very sentence. We are talking about the action. Yeah.
Yes.
But well, here it's a kind of a result. Yeah, we can talk about result, but it's not actually a result. It's like side effect. So if you talk about side effect, so you can we use the present perfect continuous. Like, have you been crying? Your eyes are red, or what have you been doing? You are all dirty. I have been, I don't know, playing football. So it's, if there are some side effects, so you usually use present perfect continuous, and this actually it's the case. So, well, now let's see if you did it correctly. Then, okay, so well done. Everything is correct. Now let's pass to the second exercise. In this exercise, actually, we're gonna group the sentences again to, according to action or result, like keywords. Let's try. I hope that we will do this exercise faster than the previous, because there are 3 more exercises, and we almost run out of time. So the first one, Alexander, please.
Have you told everyone yet? Result.
Okay, I won't even comment. We'll see. Next sentence. Valeri.
I've been working on it all morning. Action.
Okay. Bandalak.
They have redecorated the sitting room. It's a result.
Sorry?
It's a result.
Result.
Result, sorry.
They have decorated the sitting room. Okay, good. Next sentence, Julia.
I finished half my report. It's action.
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 Next sentence, Dmitry.
They have been redecorating for ages.
For ages.
Ages. Okay. It is
So
result.
they have been redecorating for ages. Result. Valeri?
He isn't here.
He isn't here. Oh. Who is here? Alexander?
Yeah. She has revised a lot. I don't know what revised
means. Revise means to review, to read again. For example, before the exam, she has revised a lot. She has read a lot of previous text, not to fail at the exam. To revise means to reread.
Okay. She has revised a lot. If we see the construction, it's result. But
aren't you sure that it's a result? She has revised a lot, and the result is that she is ready for the exam.
She is ready. Yes. Yes.
Next sentence, Bandalak.
We've been looking for a new house since June.
Since June.
Since June. It's action.
Okay, Dmitry.
We have looked at the figures and figures, and they are not good. It is result.
Julia.
She's been revising for her exams for weeks. Action.
Action. And the last one, Alexander?
Valeri backed.
Valeri is back. Okay, Valeri, will you please do the last one?
You haven't been trying very hard recently. That's action.
Action. Okay, so now before I press the correction button, let's have a look at action sentences and result ones. If you don't agree with any of them, let me know. So I've been working on it all morning. Action. She's been revising for her exams for weeks. Another action. I've finished half my report. Is it about an action?
That's a result.
It's a result.
Why is it result? Will you please explain?
Because it's present perfect simple.
First, because it's present perfect simple, and if you look in the kind of idea of the sentence.
So the idea of the sentence is that only half his report has been finished. And
well, the result is that, yeah, half of the report is finished. So there is a result. It's not about the action, like I've been finishing or something like that. So we're not talking about the action. We're talking about the result. Half of the report is finished or has been finished. So that is the result. Okay, we've been looking for a new house since June. Action. You haven't been trying very hard recently. Action. Now let's have a look at result sentences. Have you told everyone yet? Result. I finished my half my reports. Result. They have redecorated the sitting room once again. The result. She has revised a lot. Result. They have been redecorating for ages. Is it result?
Action.
Why?
Because it's I don't know. It's continue. It's still redecorating for. It started before in the past, and we redecorating it today and maybe in the future.
Yeah, perhaps. Well, we don't know whether they have finished redecorating or not.
Yes.
So they started in the past. They are still redecorating, and perhaps they will. Redecorate or will be redecorating for some time. So they have been redecorating for ages. That is action, and we've looked at the figures and they are not good. So that is the result. They are not good. That is the result. Okay, let's have a look. So now it is well done. But if we did incorrect, it wouldn't have been correct. Okay, so the third exercise, the last one, I guess. So mix and match. So on the left you have the first part of the sentence, and on the right the endings. So you have to match. Let's start. Number 1. Dmitry.
I have been waiting for.
I have been waiting for.
Him for Anya.
Come on, come on, come on. We don't have much time, Dmitry.
Him for house.
I've been waiting for. Sorry, him about. I have been waiting for him about it. Oh, really?
Him for Onion person.
Does it really match? I don't know. So you have 1 more second, and I will give the sentence to someone else. 1 second. Okay. Who can help? So there is Olga. Hello, Olga. Who is Olga? Olga, can you hear me? Okay, so who can match the first sentence? I've been waiting for Alexander.
For him for hours.
I've been waiting for him for hours, like that.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see afterwards if you are right or not. Next sentence, Valery.
How many kilometers have you driven this week?
Okay. Number 3, Julia.
Who has she been talking him about it?
Who has she been talking him about it? Okay. B. And we'll discuss it. Number 4. Sorry, I forgot your name again. Vandalak. Okay, there is you. Today you're Vandalak. Difficult to remember your name.
Next time I'll be Vordalak.
Okay, Vordalak. Better. I mean, I know that word.
have you done with my keys? I can find them.
What have you done with my keys? I can find them. Well, sorry, I was really starving. Okay, next sentence, number 5. Well, sorry, I forgot who is here now. Well, okay, Alexander.
Okay, I've never spoken to a new dog yet.
I've never spoken to any dog yet. It's a question to yourself.
Okay, no. I've never spoken to. I can't find.
Yeah, because someone has made a mistake. So which part?
Maybe it's me.
I've never spoken to
Him. To 4 hours.
hours like that.
No, him about it maybe.
Sorry?
I've never spoken to him about it.
I've never spoken to him about it. So, and what do we put in? What has she been talking?
Who has she been talking?
Sorry, who has she been talking? Yeah. Who has she been talking? Any dog yet? Yeah.
Who has she been talking to?
Who has she been talking?
There.
There. Okay, if you wish. Well, it's up to you to decide. Next sentence, Valerie.
She looks terrible because she has been crying.
Because she has been crying. Okay. Next sentence, Julia.
Have you ever been there?
There.
Have you ever been there? And so what could we put?
Who has she been talking?
Talk to someone. So who has she been talking?
To all this time?
Who has she been talking to all this time? To talk to. So who has she been talking to all this time? Next sentence. Okay, Dmitry. What have you been?
What have you been doing since?
Since.
Since a new dog together.
Since a new dog yet?
I last saw you.
Since I last saw you. Well, next sentence. Whose turn is it there? Bandalak?
Have you bought a new dog yet?
Have they? They.
Have they bought a new dog yet?
Have they bought a new dog yet? Finally, the dog has found its place. And in the last sentence, Variri?
I've been thinking about doing it for years.
Okay, so let's have a look at all the sentences. I've been waiting for him for hours. How many kilometers have you driven this week? Who has she been talking to all this time? What have you done with my keys? I can find them. I've never spoken to him about it. She looks terrible because she has been crying. Have you ever been there? What have you been doing since I last saw you? Have they bought a new dog yet? I've been thinking about doing it for years. Is everything correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look. What is that?
Okay.
Well done. Great. So we have done a great work. So if it's about result, we use present perfect continuous, right?
Right.
No.
So if it's about result, we use past simple. So what tense do we use? Sorry, we use future. If it's about result, we use future perfect continuous, right?
No.
So what tense do we use when talking about result?
Present perfect.
Well, actually, it can be. You can also use future perfect if you talk about the result. But still, well, if you talk about present simple, or present perfect or present perfect continuous, so result present perfect and action
Past perfect. No? About action. We
So
already
present
speaking.
perfect result, present perfect continuous, the action. Okay. So I guess you are too tired. It's really late for you. So thanks for joining this class, guys. I hope that you have understood a little bit better the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous. Please keep it in mind and try not to repeat mistakes anymore. And don't forget to try to learn to tell some interesting stories using vocabulary, idiomatic expressions, grammar structures, and so on and so forth. So that'll do for this class. I wish you a great night, no nightmares. So put your heads on lovely pillows you got, and see you next time. So bye bye for now.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.